Today is finally the day that we're putting a new motor in the GR86. This has been coming for a long time, as you guys know. We actually blew the old engine up at the track, so it's not really Subaru's fault in this case. It wasn't a reliability issue, but all that aside, we've got a new FA24 we're going to be installing. It's not a built motor or anything like that. It's just an OEM FA24 long block. So I've got a bunch of accessories I got to put on the engine before it goes in the car, and I got to prep this thing by removing the bumper to make it a little bit easier. Okay, we've got the FA24 all ready to go. It's a fully assembled long block at this point, and I'm really excited to get this in the car. Fingers crossed it actually works. I hope that I don't have to remove it again. But I did decide to leave the headers off the car because it is gonna make installation a little bit more challenging, and I wanna try and make this installation as easy as possible. So I've got a little bit of prep to do in the engine bay. I'm probably gonna remove the front bumper too so that we don't damage it, and then we can get started. Like any project, when you work on a car, there's always that one roadblock that holds you back. And in our case, we don't have the proper clutch alignment tool. As you can see, I kind of mocked it up to see if we could get it to work, but unfortunately, it's just not aligning properly. And since we're not changing out the clutch, we don't have a new tool with us. Not a big deal, I'll pick one of those up tomorrow, but I do feel like we made some pretty good progress today. We got the engine all dressed up, we got all the accessories on, and we got the engine all prepped and ready to go in the car. So tomorrow, we're gonna get this thing installed. It's day 2, we finally got the proper clutch alignment tool, so now all we've got to do is get the clutch installed on the engine, and then we can get this whole thing put back in the car. All right, you guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I am really excited to start the GR86 for the first time. It's been several months now that this car has been sitting in our shop with no engine, and we haven't been able to use it for exhaust videos, and we haven't had a running driving car, so this is a huge moment for us here at the shop. I'm gonna give the engine a once over, make sure that everything's plugged in where it needs to be, and then I'm gonna add some brake-in oil, and then I think we're finally ready to start it. Time for the moment of truth, but before we actually start the car, I'm gonna flat foot start it, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna circulate some oil through the engine so that we don't cause any damage, and then after all the oil is circulated through, then I'm gonna actually start it. All right, it works, man. Woo, did it. Let's go, let's go. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the GR86 actually starts and runs, and it sounded really good too. It didn't have any knocks or ticks or anything like that, so I think I can safely say that I'm gonna be leaving this engine in the car. Honestly, it was kind of fun doing this project though. There's a lot of room to work in this engine bay, and it really makes me want to pick one of these cars up for myself. Really easy car to work on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this content, and there's gonna be a whole bunch more GR86 content to come. As you know, we really haven't made too many videos on this car since it blew up almost immediately. So we've got some exhaust videos planned. We've got a whole bunch of mods that you guys are gonna wanna see on this car. So I'm really excited to get this thing out and finally drive it a little bit. With that said, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.